Why on earth does Chuck E. Cheese serve alcohol?
Is one of those North American staples that anyone with a childhood in the last 40 years can remember. Somehow, Chuck's has managed to bridge the generational gap between millennial age groups, uniting us all through the same weird shared experience. Millennial age groups, uniting us all through the same...
Like, how do... Bro, where the 2010s at, bro? Are the 2010... Are 2010s iPad kids? No. No way. That reminds me of the, the little thing that did... Whenever they be wearing a Yu-Gi-Oh! And then they be having the little thing coming out the arm, and they be like, you activated my trap card. I'll play 2 cards face down and then my turn.
Same weird shared experience. Who
All
could
them
forget
animatronics,
the sea of
yeah.
arcade games, the pizza, the
Golden pizza, by the way.
animatronic in-house band?
Yeah.
If I close my eyes, I can almost hear the sounds.
Oh, I don't remember the sounds. Oh,
You hear
my
it?
bad. I'm sorry.
The sound of the ticket muncher, the frantic laughter, the
Ticket
joyful chorus of happy birthday juxtaposed by the sound of a screaming child that just cracked himself in the head with a skee ball after a wildly inappropriate overhand throw.
Yeah.
The place was a blast, and if you were fortunate enough to have a birthday there, you were given the VIP treatment.
Oh, the birthdays at Chuck E. Cheese, bro. Oh my god, I can almost smell it. Like, that's like the ambiance of Chuck. Bro, birthdays at Chuck E. Cheese would. You knew you were having the best birthday of your life when you had a birthday at Chuck E. Cheese, bro. I didn't even need my friends to come. I just wanted to have the birthday there so I can go inside the ticket blaster and grab all the tickets and stuff. Like, bro, I used to like try to put them in my shirt, and like I would like hold my hands up like this, and the tickets would like land in my hand, grab them, throw it in my pocket, zip my pocket, and then like, bro, I had strats, bro, because I watched so many people do it before I finally got a chance to do the ticket blaster, bro.
I mean, you got a sticker, a balloon, high fives from Chuck
It does
himself.
really good on YouTube.
You were the king.
Goes well on
But
algorithm.
shortly after, you'd be ushered into an assembly line of birthday parties with rows of other kids who had the exact same sticker and the exact same balloon. As a 6-year-old, this was one of those subtle realizations that you weren't actually all that special. Regardless, the overall consensus by most of us is that
All right,
Chuck
and
E.
I ain't never
Cheese
seen
was
Chucky's
a
mouth
positive
moving before.
experience as a child, something that we can remember fondly from our youth. But over the past 12 years or so, with the
12
rise
years.
of cellular cameras,
Got you.
guests have begun to capture a different side of the restaurant. And
Oh.
it is absolutely insane.
Oh.
2 brutal brawls this week at the same Chuck E. Cheese restaurant in San Bernardino County.
Whoa.
With a expired CCW permit. Sir, can you please give me some milk?
Now, this is a place where kids go. Unbelievable.
Can you imagine just being at Chuck E. Cheese, chilling, playing games, and all of a sudden you turn around and like, you're like, I kind of want to go grab some more pizza, like, you know what I'm saying? Between my time of fun, playing skee ball, running around, sliding down the slide, running over other small kids, and then this happens. They just huge brawl, like, that's insane, bro. I wouldn't even know what to do, bro. I already knowing my mom, we would have left already, bro. We would have left at this point. As soon as it started getting crazy like that, we would have left. I don't even think we would have made it to this point in the brawl, bro. As soon as they started yelling and getting loud or whatever happened right before that, we would have been out of there, bro. I would have had to just save my tokens till later, bro.
The number of violent outbreaks that occur at Chuck E. Cheese on a yearly basis is absolutely staggering. To quote numbers, certain locations like the one in Pennsylvania had the police called to their location 17 times in 18 months. Another location in Amherst, New York had 123 calls to police in a 3-year time frame. Violent outbreaks range from fistfights to knife attacks to even a handful of fatal shootings. I mean, you don't even see this much action at a Dave & Buster's. The whole thing makes you wonder,
Pretty true.
what happened to all the wholesome experiences we remember as kids? Like Chuck E. Cheese lighting a menorah for a bunch of Jewish kids, kind of wholesome.
I didn't even know they did that.
With a little digging, you can find headlines that go as far back as 2005 regarding countless instances where violent outbreaks have occurred. As we move into the tens, the amount of recorded fights is almost overwhelming. I mean, literally just search Chuck E. Cheese fight on YouTube and you'll find a curate.
I mean, I feel like just for the sake of the video, we gotta watch at least one of these, bro. Wait. Oh, never mind.
Some families who turned out for a night of fun at a Miami Chuck E. Cheese's.
Oh, that's all I needed to know. It's in Miami. GG.
Playlist of 91 different videos.
Dang.
This one's my favorite, where the guy in the green shirt looks like he's winding up for the meanest sucker punch of his life, but it turns out he's just applying hand sanitizer while two women go at it in the background. As for the company's response to all these incidents, well, from the looks of it, Chuck E. Cheese has essentially been playing PR dodgeball for the past 15 years, with public statements that never really address the issue directly. The company makes an effort to point out the 99.9% of guests that come to their restaurants without incident, while claiming to have spent over $15 million on measures to improve safety. One of those initiatives included an improved security camera system, and as we all know, security cameras don't really improve safety. They just ensure that the next ball pit RKO is caught in glorious 240p. There's clearly more issues at play here.
Facts.
It comes as no surprise that birthday parties are stressful situations for parents, especially at public establishments. Everyone involved wants things to go smoothly, and when it's every kid's special day...
Bro, I hate this machine right now.
Everyone involved wants things to go smoothly, and when it's
Bro, when you're playing basketball inside of this shoe, it seems easier, but like, bro, it's just dumb, bro. I remember I lost a lot of tokens on this, bro. It was because I was too small to shoot on the bigger hoop, so I play on this one, bro. I think I was like 7 or 8, bro. I lost almost all my tokens in like less than 30 minutes playing this, bro.
Every kid's special day, tensions can start to rise. Incidents have spawned from anything as simple as disputes over tickets to a child taking too long to choose a prize.
I don't think so. I think it's just really similar. Oh, yeah, 14. Oh, yeah.
Instead got to witness...
Oh, this is the wrong.
Petty arguments that end up having pretty extreme outcomes.
We already dissected the...
But even with the hectic atmosphere
kid song
and birthday
epidemic
stress,
on YouTube,
there's one factor that rises above all else. Turns out, Chuck E. Cheese franchisees have the option of applying for alcohol licenses, granting them the ability to serve beer and wine to adult guests. From a business standpoint, it's genius. Sure, the place is for kids, but what if we found a way to capitalize on all the adults? It's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
but from a liability standpoint, it starts to look like a much dicier operation. At least at face value. See,
well, you have to think about it, right? You have guys, I mean, like, not even guys. You have people there, adults, drunk, while their kids are playing on Chuck E. Cheese. How are these people going to get home with their kids, for one? Assuming that they live in a state where, like, you know, any sort of alcohol that you have in your body constitutes as DUI. Like Arizona, for example. How are they going to get home then? You know what I mean? There's that. And there's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it comes to like drink responsibly, I guess, whatever. But just a weird addition anyways. Like, you're there to have fun and chill, bro. IDK though.
EEC Entertainment.
Maybe there's some like psychological reason why it works out.
Their 2-drink limit on adult guests prevents the possibility of alcohol-fueled arguments.
Well, okay, that was like, I was 7 years old. I never played basketball a day in my life at that point. I didn't start playing basketball until I was in 7th grade.
That's at least comforting.
Chuck E. Cheese has a policy of serving only 2 alcoholic beverages per adult.
But when she wanted 2 more, she's told how to get around their 2-drink limit.
We just need someone else's ID. Someone else's ID, and then I can order 2 more, but just with somebody else's.
Okay.
What?
Pack it up. Yeah. We got it. Now we're good. This kind of
And she asked her, if I use someone else's ID, I can get 2 more drinks. Yeah. What? No, ma'am, you can't. It's still you drinking them. If the other person is going to be consuming them, at least try to make it so they can come up with a more elaborate lie. Jesus Christ.
Publicity is just another nail in the coffin for Chuck E. Cheese, a company that has been over $1 billion in debt since 2014.
Dang.
The truth is, Chuck's balance sheet has never been great. The restaurant has filed for bankruptcy twice. Once, just after the video game crash of 1983, and another in 2020 when the company was forced to close during the pandemic.
Bro,
Tack on violent
I thought
news
that,
headlines,
Bro, I thought Chuck E. Cheese was gone, bro. 2020, I thought it was gone. I drove back past the Chuck E. Cheese, like, in my area. Bro, no one. No cars. No cars even in the building surrounding it. I was like, dang, bro. But then I recently saw people there, like Christmas.
Of the irresponsible vending of alcohol and an inaccurate yet overly publicized scandal about recycled pizza, and you've got a pretty rough brand image. So bad.
Bro, I don't care if that pizza recycled or not, bro. I'm killing that pizza, man. No.
In fact, that Chuck E. Cheese practically changed their name during COVID. Kind of. Let's just say the company took some pretty drastic measures to make ends meet when the pandemic hit. To make a long story short, if you ever ordered from Pasquale's Pizza and Wings on Grubhub or Uber Eats, then congratulations. You literally ordered takeout from Chuck E. Cheese. This was all part of a temporary rebrand to establish ghost kitchens inside of recently closed locations. Since the restaurants couldn't open, but still had the infrastructure to serve pizza, the company would simply list themselves under a different name on food delivery apps to make some extra money.
Fair enough.
And since you'd have to be a psychopath to willingly order takeout from Chuck E. Cheese,
not true.
The company made a...
Not true. I definitely plan on doing that for one of my IRL videos.
Harmless little name change to appear more enticing. Of course, you can't blame franchisees for trying to make ends meet, but the company still caught some bad press for it. The truth is, Chuck E. Cheese has never been too good at finding ways to improve sales. Throughout the last 40 years, the restaurant's knee-jerk response to slipping revenue has always been that Chuck just isn't cool enough. As a result, Chuck has undergone a myriad of makeovers over the past 40-plus years, going from cigars to skateboards to electric guitars. This kind of response comes as no surprise from a company that owes a huge portion of its success solely to its mascot. The character's been a tried-and-true hit for decades, and to this day, kids still come to the restaurant just to get a chance to see Chuck himself. Originally, when Chuck E. Cheese's...
Bro, I remember whenever Chucky would come out, bro, at some of the birthday parties I've went to at Chuck E. Cheese, and kids would literally just scream and be, like, crying, running, or scared of this nigga. Like, you would have thought this was, like, Jason or something coming into the restaurant, ready to slaughter everybody in there. Bro, they were terrified of Chucky. Like, I wasn't scared of him. I just wasn't finna, like, dap him up or nothing. It was like a respect thing, bro. I just looked at him and I was just like, look, bro, like, I ain't finna get close to you, you don't get close to me. I wasn't scared of him, though. Because if he said, hey, I'd say hi. But that's it, bro. I'm not, like, I wouldn't. He'd be like, oh, high five. Like, nah, bro, chill, bro. Back up, bro. Back up, because I don't even know what your fur feel like, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was a texture kid. I mean, I still am to this day. Like, I don't know how stuff gonna feel, but I'd mainly just do it. But I still have it in the back of my mind, though.
Competitor, Showbiz Pizza, bought out Chuck's in 1985. All Showbiz locations were actually turned into Chuck E. Cheese's instead of vice versa. A large part of the reason was owed to the fact that Chuck was just a bigger hit with kids than Showbiz's Billy Bob the Bear. Since then, the company has always been looking for new ways to bring in customers, from the constant mascot reworks to menu changes to even removing their entire animatronics show from most locations. Most recently, the restaurant has been working to reinvent itself in an attempt to capture the attention of millennial parents. These changes include free Wi-Fi, fancier pizzas, and even craft beer choices. And no, this is not satire. In all honesty, the whole thing is kind of an eye roller. But it's not like there wasn't some sense to it. Millennials are the ones taking their kids to Chuck E. Cheese, so it's gotta be attractive for the adults too. And as a Gen Z/millennial hybrid myself, I had to admit those craft beer options did sound pretty good.
Yeah.
So I decided to do some field work. I was on a mission.
Yeah,
A mission to find out how
there,
Chuck E. Cheese had stood the test of time. And
Yeah.
if it really had devolved into the violent alcohol...
Imagine you got this like 23-year-old dude just walking into Chuck E. Cheese, like stomping over little kids so that we can get to his so he can play some skee ball, throwing that bit at full force. Jeez.
fueled mess that
There's
the
be an
media
age
made it
limit in
out to
there.
be. And my first order of business was to get me a beer.
Hi, I have a really quick question. Do you guys serve beer at your establishment?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for calling.
Bye now.
And with that, we hit the road, eager to play some games, eat some pizza,
Type
and
shit.
hopefully crush a few beers. Turns out Chuck's has no problem with letting an entire group of adults walk into their restaurant, so we were let right in, where
I
we
mean, I don't
promptly
see a
learned
problem.
that they had run out of alcohol. That's right. Either some manager did a really bad job at keeping inventory, or Chuck E. Cheese really did have a drinking problem.
What?
I have to admit, this moment was a little discouraging. Did I maybe lure the majority of my friend group to Chuck E. Cheese with the promise of free alcohol? Yes. Did I let that stop us from having a good time? Hell no. So we ordered an extra large pie, loaded up on some
I
credits,
seen
and
the
hit the
TikToks
arcade
too.
while we waited for our
Yeah.
pizza. And here's where I hit my first nostalgia crush of the day. Turns out, at some point in time, Chuck E. Cheese opted to use play cards instead of coins. Kind of like what Palladium or Dave & Buster's does. Now, what does that mean exactly? Coins, gone. Tickets, gone. Patience after tapping the RFID reader 6 times just to play skee-ball, gone. Now listen, I understand this is a much more sustainable
Bro,
option.
that game's tough. Bro, that game with the Ninja Turtle. Bro, hey, that's a good one right there, bro. That's a good game right there.
The fact that kids today will never know the feeling of running wildly from...
Bro, what is this? Connect 4. I've never seen that day in my life. Bro, it's all about bro, what are these games? Okay, no. It's about, bro, the cheat code was the, it was like a game where it had a giant wheel, bro, and you had to stop the wheel at a certain point to give you that much tickets. Bro, that game was a cheat code, bro, because, like, if you spun it at a certain amount of force every time, you would get on at least, I think it was like 25 or 20 tickets, like one of those two. And, bro, I used to have like 50 something tokens, bro. Like, I would just drop. Bro, I'd come out of that bit with so much tickets, bro. And then, like, because I'm just playing that one game, like, at least half of the time that I'm there, bro. And then when it finally came time to, like, turn our stuff in and everybody's, like, getting their prizes and stuff, I'm like, nah. I'm getting my paper that says I got, like, however many tickets, and I'm waiting, bro. I used to have a wallet with, like, 3 or 4 tickets in there, and then boom, cash out, I'd wait for, like, a birthday party or something, so that way everybody sees that I got all these tickets, and it looks like I got them all at the same time, bro.
Cabinet to
You know,
cabinet with
W
a
flex,
stack of
bruh.
tickets falling out of their pockets.
I was
is
a
kind
flexer.
of depressing. Or how about when you find that one lone coin some kid left behind because he was too jacked up on Orange Crush to notice?
Yeah.
Now everything's just been reduced to ones
Yeah.
and zeros. You tap to play, and the tickets you win are transferred onto the card you play with. Bummer. As for the games
Bro,
themselves,
walking around with the huge thing of tickets used to be the best feeling ever, bro. Oh my god, bro. When I used to try to finesse kids out of their tickets, because I'd see a kid, like, tickets just pouring out of a machine, and I'd be like, how many tickets is that? And he'd be like, oh, I just won 100 tickets, oh my god. And I'd be like, can I get, like, 20 of them? I can give you some pizza, or, like, I can give you a refill of my drink. Like, bro, I used to try to finesse, bro. Bro,
things had certainly
you can't even
changed.
do that no more?
You see, this was my first time to Chuck E. Cheese since the advent of mobile gaming.
Why did that, like, startle me?
And it really
What
showed
the
in the
heck?
selection of cabinets they had.
Don't do that again.
You had a
bruh.
lot of touch screens, a lot of one-button mashers, and not a whole lot of long-lived fun. I guess these games are a lot easier for younger audiences to latch onto. And
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, that Doodle Jump game is tough though. I played that before at was it Dave & Buster's? I think it was Dave & Buster's. I think. If it wasn't, it was another like arcade spot that has tickets and shit. But that game's tough.
understand. But at the same time, I can say without a doubt that the games they used to have were objectively better in almost every way. In 2004, at this exact same location, they had Star Wars Pod Racer, a Turtles in Time cabinet, and a game called Brave Firefighters, where you literally manned a light gun in the shape of a hose and dove into blazing buildings. Clearly a lot was lost, but thankfully, the location still kept some of the classics. There was ski...
Bro, at this point, bro, you might as well just put the ball in the hoop, bro. You might as well just go and reach over and go, boop, just drop that bitch in there, bro. Might as well.
Basketball, a few good racers, and Simpsons Soccer, which has literally been operational at that location for over 20 years at this point. Moving on to the rest of the venue, I am glad to report that this location still had the decency to keep the animatronic band.
Bro, the animatronic band was tough.
You see, another part of CEC's big rebrand involves the removal of one of the restaurant's most distinguishable features, Munch's Make-Believe Band. In its place, restaurants are installing interactive dance floors where kids can jump around and be treated to special appearances by Chuck's Walk-Around, as it's dubbed in the biz. As for the band, well, only the shadow of their silhouettes remain, painted on the walls to serve as a constant reminder of what once was. Eerie. After we explored the venue and played some games, the pizza showed up at our table. And I can say with full confidence that it actually wasn't that bad.
It's not bad,
I can also report
bro.
that there was no evidence at all of reused slices, which, for the uninformed, was quite the scandal at one point. But regardless of whether or not the rumor was true, it seems Chuck's took it to heart, and now all of their remodeled locations include open kitchens. Coincidence? Hardly. When we finished with our food and our 30-minute all-you-can-play card...
Is it too late for them to get the reputation back, though? Because I just feel like it's kind of rare for a kid to be like, yo, let's go to Chuck E. Cheese. Like, bro, if they want to go somewhere to play games, bro, they're literally finna download a new game on their iPad, bro.
Had expired,
like, you know what I mean?
Decided to pack it in. Turns out we actually racked up a half-decent amount of tickets and went to cash out. There were a couple items that caught my eye, but the one I wanted more than all the others was a little too expensive. We were about to settle for something cheaper when I learned that you can literally just buy the items with real cash. And that was all I needed to hear.
Chuck E. Cheese. Do I look good? Oh, damn. Do I look good? Okay. Do I? You're not just saying that? No. Okay.
Overall, my experience at Chuck E. Cheese was actually pretty pleasant. Yes, the games may have been subpar and the play cards may have been a little bit more than disappointing, but the food was good and I didn't find myself in any sort of violent altercations. Would I have enjoyed myself a bit more with a couple of beers? Probably, but the trip down memory lane was enough to keep me occupied. And that's why I'm giving my experience 4 rats out of 5.
Oh, so it's
or
like
is
an
it
8.
Mice.
Is he a rat or a mouse? Do we ever clarify?
Now, I know Chuck E. Cheese has been getting a bad rap these days, and I know in a weird way this video may have contributed to that. But no matter what we think about the direction Chuck E. Cheese is headed, we can at least remember fondly about where it's been. Yes, the company's had some rocky moments, and yes, you have an incredibly slim but still slightly possible chance of being shot there, but for the most part, it's just how we always remembered it.
But that Spider game sucks, bro.
Can be a kid. Or at least in my case, pretend to be.
That Spider game sucks, bro. Good video, bro. Has there some business losing so much? No, facts. Charles Entertainment Cheese. Your name being Chucky, short for Charles, is insane, bro. Remember how Chucky used to have a policy of no alcohol at all because it was a kid's place? Started to serve it and then offered IPAs and wines. Worst bit is many adults would just leave their beer cups unattended on tables for any kid to grab. Honestly, really seems like a bad idea. That's what I'm saying, bro. Because I know as a kid, if I didn't have no drink, and then like my mom or somebody had a drink, bro, what? I'm taking the top off that real quick. Drinking that bit. Just a little bit, though. You know what I'm saying? Not. But then they also had the free refills. That you could finesse too, but it is what it is, bro. It ain't that deep. Rest in peace, Chuck E. Cheese, though.